unboxing review of LEGO Friends Set 30634 Friendship Flowers. This has 84 pieces and came out on January 1st of 2023 and retired in December of that same year. The set also retailed for $5, and without further ado, let's get into the review. Diving into first the build itself here, because there are no minifigures to review in this particular set. First off, we have the little pot in which the flowers go, and it definitely does its job, can hold all 3 flowers, although it's only depicted with 2 in the Friends box art there. But I think it's a pretty decent little pot, and definitely gets the point across for the few pieces that it actually uses. But yeah, definitely a neat pot, and does its job. Now, the first flower that we're going to look at here is the like pink tulip looking flower. I do not really know flowers all that well, so I'm not entirely sure what each of these are trying to depict, but I think it looks pretty good just on its own here, and definitely looks nice in comparison to the other ones. And yeah, I think it's a neat little pink flower there, and definitely does the job for the build and looks quite nice for a small piece count set like this. Kind of the same story here with this more yellow flower with a slightly different like interior, I guess, right there, and then a kind of similar shape and build with a few different like part substitutions and stuff, which definitely gives it its own unique flair, which I do like, that it's not just a recolor of that pink one and is kind of its own separate flower, which is kind of nice there. And then onto the final yellow, not yellow, orange flower here. This one's definitely a lot like larger of a departure from these two. Definitely rather different, and definitely kind of brings its own unique flair to this set, and looks rather good in itself. Now, I do want to mention the stems itself here, because they're the same throughout all 3 of these flowers. I think they look quite good. It makes use of the candlestick piece in the light green there, as well as a little brown bar to go through, and I think it really definitely looks quite good for the size and piece count of these flowers. I think they're it's a quite nice little build here, and then if I can put all these on here without knocking them over, we can kind of get a look on how it will look if you have all 3 of them together. And as you can see, it does look quite nice, and is definitely a neat little gift for any like flower lover in particular, like some of the other Friends polybags that have been flower based that I've gotten in the past. I don't know if I've reviewed all of them, but they're definitely rather nice, and a cool little stocking stuffer for someone who likes, maybe say like the larger flower sets, if you know what I'm talking about, like those 18 plus ones and stuff. Definitely a neat little stocking stuffer for them. Just a cool little build that really only takes a few minutes and is kind of neat, and definitely produces something that's quite nice to look at. Maybe throw it on a shelf next to some of the other flower builds. Obviously, it's not as large, like grandiose and detailed as some of those other like more 18 plus style flower builds, but it is quite nice for the little $5 price point there. And as I said before, just a nice little stocking stuffer for anyone who likes flowers. And that's really all I have to say about the set, other than that it's just a neat little set. And if you can find it anywhere, I mean, it would be a nice little stocking stuffer, but you may not be able to find it, as I believe it did retire a little while ago, so that would be a slight issue. You'd have to obviously find it on like third-party websites like eBay, or maybe say Bricklink or something like that. But if you do have a set like this just kind of kicking around, it's definitely a neat little gift for somebody who likes flowers and stuff, and is a fun little build just to do in like a few minutes if you have spare time, maybe like on a break or something. But yeah, that's really all I had to say about this, and it's a neat little set, and I'd definitely recommend it for a little stocking stuffer. And yeah, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye!